One of the biggest mistakes that I see junior mining companies make all the time is that all of their pitch decks and websites and presentations, it's geared towards geologists and engineers, but it's too cumbersome for any retail investors to understand. I'll show you what I mean with examples. Now, unless you are an industry expert, nobody can really grasp what all this means, okay? Now, the simple fact you cannot ignore is that retail investors these days have a very big impact on your share performance. Now, looking at this is much easier. It actually highlights how much gold is expected. Turn the whole mine and its data into a much more simpler format that is much more appealing to the average investor who doesn't really know the industry too well yet. And of course, the fact that we can have some highlights and some bigger text that draw the eye towards what's appealing and then move them towards deeper details is a much more natural flow than just tables and charts and diagrams by geologists that people don't really know how to understand. Apart from the numbers and stats, even a simple slide can be made so much nicer and easier to understand. Because remember, a lot of investors are very emotional. They're not as analytical as they like to think they are. Looking at this map here, we reduced the amount of text and the fine print by a lot. The updated version here, you can see the map is perfectly branded to the company, first of all. And the biggest highlights of this location are written neatly in bigger font, easier to read. And we also narrowed down the columns so that it's much more pleasing for the eye to follow. So this is what a professional designer can do for your presentation. Look at the before, look at the after. It's the same content, but it's a night and day difference, right? So yeah, there you have it. Always design with a bigger audience in mind if you want to sell your shares to a bigger audience.